Good evening. I know what you're thinking. What does a guy who loves gambling care about the Oscars? Well, because you can make money on it. Again, it's one of the biggest non-sporting events, and since I'm not a Bachelor fan and I just don't get how a 26-year-old football player who looks like that never got laid. Come on, man. Come on, man. Seriously? You could have gotten laid. Like, subscribe, or hate, and comment. This video is going to be about the SAG Awards. Recap of the Golden Globes and one of the 4 factions that make up the voting as a block. So again, like, subscribe, hate, and comment. And I said in my first video that, and I put Rami Malek as Before You Die. Obviously that wasn't right. It's going to be one of the factions we're going to talk about. But Glenn Close winning at 73 for The Wife, a movie that no one has ever seen, over Lady Gaga, is sort of the Before You Die faction doing its thing. Bohemian Rhapsody went for Best Drama, which is funny because it's not a drama, and Green Book won for Comedy Musical, which is funny because it's not a musical or comedy, even though it does have music in it. Christian Bale praising Satan may actually come to bite him in the butt at the Oscars. It is 96% white and 79% male, and praising Satan is not actually the greatest thing. There may not be a lot of Republicans in that group, but Satan is praising is not really one of them. Roma with Alfonso Cuarón as the director, won for Best Director and for Best Foreign Language Film. It's a Mexican film, and we'll probably have a good shot at screenplay when they divide that at the Oscars, and does have a shot for Best Movie as well. The Golden Globes do not put foreign language films in Best Movie drama because they have their own category, and does not bode well for Mary Poppins Returns, that they did not win anything, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse may actually pull off the upset and actually be the Pixar film that's not Cars for animated feature. And now Rami Malek winning for Actor Drama for Bohemian Rhapsody does highlight one of the categories of a new voting block. It's the New Americans. What are the New Americans? Remember I said that there were 96 white and 79 male? Well, the New Americans are either female or not traditional white straight guys. Who would be in that voting block? Well, Rami Malek, again, that would be their kind of candidate for actor. For supporting actress and actor, it's going to be Mahershala Ali and Regina King. They both won for supporting actor and actress. And generally, the Golden Globe does go lockstep, but it makes it less likely that, say, Claire Foy for First Man pulls off an upset over Regina King. It also has a factor in director, Alfonso Cuarón. That new American voting block is probably going to vote for him. Again, I don't know if Spike Lee gets nominated for Best Director at the Oscars, and I think they would gravitate towards him. They may also gravitate towards Bradley Cooper. Again, it's not a monolithic anti-white. Bradley Cooper is going to be part of the New Americans group. Okay. But they are probably the 4th most important faction. The other factions are the Before You Die crowd. Okay, the people that want to see people win before they die. British, which we'll get into when we do the BAFTA video, and TV. These are people who have a lot of impact on television. All right. Now, as for the SAG Awards are the Screen Actors Guild Award presented by SAG-AFTRA, the union that does acting. And they are very odd in that they do not say the word actress. Not only do you win an actor, if you are a female, you win a female actor. Why you don't win an actress, I don't know. It'll be hosted by Megan Mullally, and it's on the 27th. It's that week between the AFC NFC Championship and the Super Bowl. And if you don't care about the Pro Bowl, hey, 8 o'clock TNT and TBS, it'll be on. They actually pick more TV awards than they pick Oscar awards. I'll do a quick rundown for the TV since we got him here. Darren Cross will win for actor in a miniseries, and they do not do supporting category in this one for the TV. Patricia Arquette will win for female actor miniseries for Escape at Denimora. Female actor drama will probably not be Sandra Oh because she's not hosting the thing. It'll probably either be Robin Wright for House of Cards or Laura Linney for Ozark. For male actor drama will probably be Sterling K. Brown for This Is Us. Actor comedy will probably be either Michael Douglas for the Kaminsky Method or Bill Hader for Barry. And probably leaning a little bit more toward Michael Douglas, just because even though Alan Arkin is also nominated, Henry Winkler is also nominated as well. And again, they don't put supporting and non-sporting in different categories. I just don't see Tony Shalhoub winning. So Michael Douglas, again, that could be the Before You Die. I don't think he's ever won a SAG award. They didn't exist when he won 25 years ago or more for Wall Street. So they may want to give him one. And supporting, and for female actor comedy, because of that rule, Rachel Boris-Hahn for Marvelous Mrs. Maisel probably will not win because Alex Borstein is in there. It'll probably be either Alison Brie for Glow or Jane Fonda for Grace and Frankie. Though again, Lily Tomlin is nominated in there as well, but people like Jane Fonda. That award is actually very, very liberal. So the fact that with its makeup, okay, it's actors, these are dues-paying actors. The after side is relatively new. It's mostly still SAG people who vote, from what I've been told. It's not a lot of the after people yet, and they tend to be very, very liberal. So the fact that Praising Satan may not be a bad draw to them. For ensemble drama, Handmaid's Tale, and for comedy, Kaminsky Method or Marvelous Maisel. And for a stunt ensemble, you're looking at Glow. And I'll bring that up here in a second with the film category. Now, again, now for film, they actually do divide it into supporting actor, male and female, and lead actor. They also do ensemble cast. They don't pick the best film, but they do ensemble cast. And they do stunt coordinating. Stunt coordinating is important for some of those tertiary awards that is going to win your Oscar pool. That nominees are Ant-Man and the Wasp, Avengers Infinity War, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, Black Panther, and Mission Impossible Fallout. Because of that, I would pick Mission Impossible Fallout. Because there are 3 comic book movies in there. Side note, no movie in the MCU has won an Oscar. Suicide Squad is an Oscar-winning film. So if they don't win an Oscar this time, after 19 attempts, they will still have less awards than the DCEU, or as they call it, Worlds of DC now. And Worlds of DC could actually win another Oscar this year. Aquaman could win for Best Sound Effects Editing and for Best and for a visual effect and possibly wardrobe. So they may actually get 3 nominees and they may actually win one. Now for actor male leading, you got Christian Bale for Vice, Bradley Cooper for Stars Born, Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody, Viggo Mortensen for Green Book, and John David Washington for Black Klansman. John David Washington, I do not believe, will get nominated for an Oscar, but he is in this category. And I think at the Oscars, they will replace him with either Robert Redford for the ... or they will replace him with Lin-Manuel Miranda for Mary Poppins Returns. In that category, because it's so liberal and because the time between the Golden Globes and the SAG is very short, when it came to voting, Christian Bale will win for Vice. For outstanding performance by a female actor in a leading role, you have Emily Blunt for Mary Poppins Returns, Glenn Close for The Wife, Olivia Colman for The Favorite, Lady Gaga for Stars Born, and Melissa McCarthy for Can You Ever Forgive Me? It's a comedy drama. She's been nominated for a Golden Globe, the SAG, the BAFTA, and I believe Melissa McCarthy will get her first Oscar nomination. She will not win because it's a comedy, and comedies don't win. Lady Gaga will definitely not win a SAG because they don't think of her as a real actress. So it's basically ... and Olivia Colman. And because I don't think Emily Blunt is going to win. She's too perky. She's too nice. And she's only 35 years of age and a mother of two, and they don't really like mothers of two. Doesn't matter how administration you can be, they don't like 35-year-old mothers. So because of that, 75-year-old crank who believes that aliens have taken over her body in the past, and these are not making any of this up. Glenn Close won for The Wife, a movie no one has seen. For male actor supporting, Marsha Ali for The Golden Book, for The Green Book, Timothy Clement for Beautiful Boy, Adam Driver, Black Klansman, Sam Elliott for A Star Is Born, and Richard E. Grant for Can You Ever Forgive Me? Just so that we are on the same page. The supporting actors were 4 out of 5 the same. The difference was Sam Rockwell, who won the supporting actor the year before, was nominated for in place of Richard E. Grant in this category. Marsha Ali should win The Green Book and will be off to the races for the Oscar. For female supporting actress, you will have a different winner because Regina King is not nominated for Beale Street. Again, these are very liberal, but they're not, what's that right word? They don't like black people in this category. I know Marsha Ali is still going to win for Green Book, but they actually are kind of anti-black in the union, at least when it comes to voting. Not that they don't like black people in their wards. I don't want to get sued. This one actually has 2 differences. They also have, they have Margot Robbie for Mary Queen of Scots and Emily Blunt for A Quiet Place, and including with Amy Adams for Vice, Emma Stone, and Rachel Weisz for The Favorite. Because The Favorite has 2 nominees, and Margot Robbie is, even though she's Australian, she's not British, and Emily Blunt, which is nominated for Mary Poppins, and sometimes being nominated for both, they may want to pick you for the bigger award than the smaller award. It's Amy Adams to win for Vice. Now, at the Oscars, I don't think Amy Adams has a shot to win. It's going to be between Claire Foy, who's not nominated in this category, and Regina King, who's not nominated in this category. So SAG has actually got no weight for the Oscars, as far as I can tell. Now, what does have a lot of weight is outstanding performance by a cast. Now, again, they don't pick a movie, but what they do is they do it by cast. And when it comes to category of employment, actor-actress is the biggest group of the Oscars. Because of that, if you win the SAG, it does have a lot of weight in picking the Oscar. Now, you don't have to win for it to have a strong effect. For people who remember the controversy from 2 years ago, where they opened the envelope and they said, La La Land, and it turned out, it was Moonlight. Moonlight was nominated for Best Cast. La La Land wasn't. Moonlight did not win for Best Cast, but the others in the category were Captain Fantastic, which I don't believe even got nominated for Best Picture, Manchester by the Sea, which Casey Affleck, even though he did win for Best Actor, already was having a Me Too movement before the Me Too movement, Fences, and the winner, which was Hidden Figures. These were movies that appealed to the new Hollywood crowd, new America's crowd, but a movie that was that could get nominated, even though it's Miami, period piece, bisexual gay men, AIDS crisis, all of that in a movie was a great sign that an upset could happen. So the fact that Moonlight got nominated, that was the picture in here. So for the category, you have Black Panther. Black Panther has a shot to get nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars, but I'm still not set on it. Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, Crazy Rich Asians, and A Star Is Born. There is no Green Book. There is no Mary Poppins. There is no The Favorite. It's a very male-dominated category, except for Crazy Rich Asians. We ain't going to win an Oscar nomination. So with that being said, I would reckon, using some pretty great language there, it's between Bohemian Rhapsody and A Star Is Born. And I do not think that they would have predicted Bohemian Rhapsody would win for Best Picture at the Golden Globes. So I say A Star Is Born will win at the SAG for Ensemble Cast. So those are my predictions. And again, I'm here to help you make money on something that you don't normally gamble on. So listen to the predictions, and we'll have other future videos in the future. Thanks.